Hi, Kelly Eckholt here to update you on the key events of the week. So, in the last week, I've been on the road down in Christchurch and Dunedin talking to customers about the economic outlook. I think the general vibe I got from that trip was that customers remain cautiously optimistic about the future, and that's coming from a part of the country which has tended to outperform the rest of the country in the last year or so. Customers continue to have some pretty modest expectations in terms of what they think house prices are going to do in the year ahead. But I did speak to a very large group of customers at the Property Council in Christchurch, and that indicates that there's stronger demand, I think, and interest coming through in that commercial property sector right now with these lower interest rates. Most customers, I think, continue to have a fairly cautious view of how the labour market was going to evolve. And most people thought that they would probably be looking to use labour a little bit more intensively as opposed to hire more people for the foreseeable future. And I think that gels pretty well with our view that it's going to be a while yet before that labour market really starts to pick up. Customers did seem to be aware that politics could increasingly become an issue in the business sector as we go through the next year and get closer to the next election. I think most customers didn't really think that was an overwhelming factor, but certainly amongst that Christchurch audience, I sensed that they felt that risk a little bit more keenly. Looking ahead to next week, the highlight is going to be the Reserve Bank's monetary policy statement, and we're expecting a 25 basis point cut to 2.25% there. There are some risks that we get a larger cut to 2%, and that'll be the case if the pessimists on the MPC really dominate the conversation. I'll be back to update you again next week.